Hey everybody, welcome back. Happy weekend. Thanks for coming to spend some time with me today. We are doing another screen share webcam video. This is unfortunately kind of all I have the mental capacity for at the moment. So I thought today we would do a first impressions of the McCalls Summer sewing pattern release. Now, this idea is absolutely borrowed from Lindsay from Inside the Hem. Those of you in the sewing community on YouTube especially, you may watch her. And she started doing these she calls them reviews. I would prefer to call them first impressions because they're just like my first look at them. I was so good. I was on Instagram this morning and heard that McCalls had released the summer patterns. I did not look at anything. I just have the website open. So we're going to actually look at this together. And I thought this might be interesting in the sense of if you're at a similar sewing level to myself, I would consider myself a confident beginner. Zippers, buttonholes, stuff like that are not my favorite. I can do some slightly more intricate sewing, but I tend to stick to simpler things. And I do prefer the big four pattern brands because you can often get them at great prices. And those of you who live down in the States, I heard that Joann's has like fabulous sales for the big four pattern companies. Big four meaning the most readily available commercial ones. Over here it would be McCalls, Butterick, Vogue, and then Simplicity. Sometimes we don't actually get a lot of Simplicity over here. So I am so excited. I have the tab open, so let's go and have a look at McCalls summer sewing pattern release. Ooh, I'm getting tongue-tied already. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep my little face slightly bigger because I thought it might be better than just looking at me in a tiny square. We'll see. If it gets annoying, I'll change myself back to like a smaller circle. All right, here we go. I have not looked at this at all. I just saw them, put it out. So yes. Okay, it says shine a light new for summer. I guess this is where we're going. What I'm gonna do, accept cookies, yes, is I think talk you through the patterns with the mentality of someone who is newer-ish to sewing. Actually, maybe I'll stay on the side. And just some of my thoughts, and then a lot of this will be kind of biased personal opinion, whether or not I would consider sewing them. Now, right now, this is the Canadian pricing, by the way. Is it? No, I think it is American pricing, and then it gets converted to Canadian. Don't buy it at this price, okay? Because when they go on sale, they're like 3 something USD per pattern, and that's a way better deal than paying regular price. Just throwing that out there. All right, let's do like a quick preview. This is summer, by the way, summer 2020. I'm seeing a lot of the big shoulders go away, which is interesting. Spring was a lot of big shoulders. I'm not personally a big fan of the big shoulder. I have a larger bust and there's just a lot top heavy going on. I see some wrap stuff. Okay, something like this surprises me. This reads very young to me. Not that McCall's is not, but it's almost like grungy type of a look. Not what I expect from McCall's. Okay, some interesting hemline details, which might be fun. Ooh, I see a few things I like already. So let's scroll down, and I think, yep, that's the end of the page. Okay, so let's go through them kind of one by one. Side note, this is your cue to go get a cup of tea or some coffee or something because we might be here for a little while. However, I do want to be thorough for those of you who are, just wanting some more details. I'm going to have to keep moving my circle around, guys. Sorry. All right, here is McCall's 8121. They're calling it a Mrs. Jacket. And this is some like really funky fabric. It's a Nicole Miller design. I'm actually going to click right through to a line drawing because I find it's easier to read the details on the garment by looking at the drawn pictures. Now, of course, this is more of a stylized drawing, not like a flat technical drawing, but close enough. It's got asymmetrical zipper, so Moto Jacket. Right away, this reads Moto Jacket. Zippers at the cuffs. That's pretty cool. Like it's got that cool girl vibe. And yeah, you can see they have exposed zipper right here. And then it has a back shoulder yoke. So this reads almost like a blend between a denim jacket and a Moto jacket, but more leaning towards Moto. So if you look at the line art is really important if you're starting sewing. It tells you, gives you a better, clear look. Like you can't, it's hard to hide something in a line art. The whole purpose is that it's meant to give you a lot of information. And if you're a visual learner, this is perfect. I'm noticing here is a set-in sleeve, but it's got this really interesting cutout situation. I don't know what's going on here. Like instead of one big piece, it's got a side piece here. I think that's possibly for shaping. It's almost like a back princess seam, but I'm not sure why the shoulders have this extra piece here. That reads a bit confusing. There's a lot of opportunities for top stitching. Those of you who want like contrasting thread or you like top stitching, hey, this might be your thing. It's a two-piece sleeve by the looks of it, because when they do the zipper, this is one piece of the sleeve, this is a second piece. This seems to be a pattern with a whole lot of itty-bitty pieces. So they're calling it biker style jacket with welt pockets and back shoulder flange. What, I don't know what's a flange. Maybe this is the flange. Is this a Moto jacket kind of detail? This little extra piece? Someone let me know if you're into like motorbikes and stuff like that. So they're calling this an average rating. I might call this a little harder than average. I wonder if this is lined. Let's click through. Fabrics, tweed, wool blend, faux leather. Yep, I get that. So it does seem like it has a lining because it gives you fabric amounts for lining. All right. I'm actually kind of annoyed that they don't give you more written description. Like this is all you get right here for the description. And if you don't really know where to look and how to read the pattern visually, like this is not a lot. So come on, McCalls. So that is the first one. What do we think? Are we like thumbs up, thumbs down? Maybe you let me know in the comments down below. I think this is cool and hip, and you could go a few different ways with it. Personally, not something I would go for. Okay. Let's go to the second pattern. And this is McCalls 8112. Side note, McCalls, since rebranding or updating their branding, they're doing hashtags for their garments, and they're both numbered as well as named. I don't mind the numbers. Names are okay, but at some point they're going to run out of names. Just saying. So this, they're calling a pullover knit t-shirt with neckband and sleeve variation. So this is really a fancy t-shirt. It's interesting how they've made it up in the sample here for the model, because they made it in some really cool textured fabric. It almost doesn't, like it's a t-shirt, but it's not your traditional t-shirt by any means. And they've styled that kind of very cool, like, you know, rainbow unicorn, really hip is what I'm going to say. Okay, but really, if you look at the line drawings, and I'll zoom this in a bit later. It's a t-shirt with a fuller, looser sleeve, almost like that 80s, 90s look. You can do a cropped, oh, there we go, bigger picture. You can do a cropped, or you can make it a long sleeve. It's got cuffs. Interesting. You know what this would be really cute in? Like if I'm looking at View B, if you do a lighter sweatshirt knit, either tie-dye if you want to go with the vibe, or something just more neutral. It would be nice in the lightweight loop back sweatshirting. So it's loop back on the back on the inside, and then sweatshirting feel on the outside. I think that would be really nice. The long sleeve, yeah, you don't see a lot of long sleeve shirts patterns come out, so that's interesting. Yeah, definitely looser, bigger sleeve. You might like the crop version. Hey, who knows? I do currently have a sewing pattern that is a t-shirt, so I might pass. I'll probably pass on this. And by the way, when I say get it or pass, it's really like when McCalls goes on sale again. I'm not going to be getting it at this price. And even when they have it on sale for like $3, $4 USD, it's still quite a lot when you convert it to Canadian dollars. But I do like the roll-up sleeves. You can do a lot with the roll-up sleeve. And actually, I don't mind the stripy version that they've illustrated. So that is Astrid, is what they're calling this one. Okay, next. This is Sierra, also 8115. Okay, wrap top situation. Pullover dolman faux wrap top with hem variations. So if you're not familiar with terminology, faux wrap top just means it's stitched down. A real wrap has the strings and you actually have to wrap it around yourself and tie it and secure it. Faux wrap just means it's almost like a fold over, or sometimes it's called a supless front. I hear that a lot in a lot of like fast fashion, they call it that. I'm not sure if that's the proper term. Dolman just means the sleeves are not a separate piece. It's almost like an extended sleeve. Sometimes you might see referred to as a kimono sleeve. So this should be a pretty easy breezy pullover top. Yeah, McCall is calling it easy, and I would probably agree. The only thing I would be cautious of is the length of the garment. If you're petite like I am, the V-neck situation and the wrap over might be a little fidgety. Or if you have a larger than average, and I say average only in the sense of they use a fit model when they draft patterns, and if you're not kind of close to the fit model, you'll have to do some alterations. So if you're average, sorry, if you're bigger or smaller than average busted, you might have to do some adjustments just with all wrap style tops. So this again could be like cute loungewear around the house. I find it interesting that instead of doing a straight across band for the bottom, they do a curved band. I think this was in another design they put out recently. So they're very similar types of the same variation. You could buy some really beautiful chiffon, even silk, Georgette, or like just viscose, and make this. So it's not a huge win for me, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, next let's do this one. This is called Indigo 8116. Now this has some really interesting lines. They're calling it easy. I'm apprehensive because right away I noticed there's gathering around the bust under cup. And gathering can go really bad if you start to pucker and like they're all squished to one side and the other side is not gathered. It takes a lot of patience. So these variations, oh, that's cute though. That's really cute. That one's cute. Puff sleeve options. Really interesting hem, and it looks like she's got like this exposed front, so we've got like a little bit of lower belly happening. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands. You guys can't see me anyways. Low back. Wow, this is like there's a lot going on with this design. Okay. Again, doesn't tell me very much. Bustier top with peplum and sleeve option. Like I want to know, is this a zip up, a tie up? What do they want? Hook and eye. Okay, hook and eye. So all the front, the closure of this top is hook and eye. I would be a little worried if the hooks come undone while you're moving and then you're just like busting out of your top from the front, which sound like it could be horrific. Some of this is cute. I'm not into the puff sleeves, just personal preference. I like the lines and I like the idea of them. If you're bigger chested, I don't think there's enough volume in the cup for you. You'd have to do a full bust adjustment. I've never done one. That terrifies me. So I will likely not go for this. But if you're like, average cup size, you probably would be okay. It's cute though. It is really cute. I'm very drawn to view A. View C just adds an extra peplum that is open in the front. So if you wear something high-waisted, it's fine. If you wear something lower-waisted, you get a little bit of lower tummy. Yeah, very interesting. Almost a little like medieval going on. Wasn't expecting this. I'm pretty sure this is lined as well. Cute though. Indigo. Kind of cute. Okay, let's go. This one. Again, we're going very millennial. It's called Celeste. Celeste, where are they? Is this like Santa Monica? I feel like anytime I see something like this, it just screams California, Santa Monica. So this is line shift dress with strap variations, open back option, and a flounce hem. Okay, a couple of keywords really caught my attention. Flounce hem. I'm really into super girly stuff at the moment. I think a lot of people are for summer. So I like the idea of the flounce hem. The gingham though, super cute. Strap variation, so it could be like a reverse kind of a halter-ish. I'm pretty sure this has got to be Santa Monica. Anyways, they've done it in a really cool like fabric again. Let's look at this open back. Okay, this is where I get kind of like, I'm not into the ties. I think the ties make it look a particular way that I'm not fond of. I know it's purposeful to keep it closed. And doesn't look like you need a zipper or anything because you can just get in and out by loosening up the ties. Yep. It's cute though. It's really cute. So it seems like it can go in a couple of different styles. Like something like B or C is a bit more vintage and retro, and something like A is definitely more modern, kind of like Nasty Gal, that direction, or like Forever 21, when they were still around here. And yeah, I think there's options here. I'm not thrilled about the low back as I thought I would be, but it does actually seem like there's an invisible zipper in the low back version. Oh, probably to get over your hips. Yeah, you'll need the zipper to get over your hips and then tie yourself up in the back. I think view B is gorgeous. But again, invisible zip, shaping, is really fitted dress. Okay, I'm thinking about this one just for view B. But I don't know if, with the fact of it being strapless, if that's a problem or not. Or really, I can make view C with the straps and then add the flounce. I think I'm just really into the flounce. So this is Celeste. Let's keep moving. This one is interesting. Oh, why does it say Celeste again? Okay, McCalls, what is happening? Okay, this is, I don't know which one of them is Celeste, but it says Celeste again. Did the other one say Celeste? I swear it did. Yeah, they both say Celeste. That's strange. They must have just somebody made a typo. That's fine. So 8109, this has ruching all the way down the front. They're calling it easy. Ruched Knit Pullover Dress with or without sleeves. Okay, I think this offers a lot of versatility. The fact that you just pull it on over your head is great. You're going to need some elastic for this ruching. Probably invisible elastic, or clear elastic is what they're going to ask for. Probably pretty easy to fit. B just seems like a lot going on, but you might like it. C is again a lot going on. If I were to make it personally, I would go with A because the ruching already adds a lot. And then with the sleeves, it's just kind of a little bit like Morticia Adams-ish going on for me. But let's look at how they've done. Like, yeah, right? Like this is A. I feel like A is like Monroe, very sleek but classy. The ruching might be hard to do. I've actually never done front ruching. I have a dress in the works for Mimi G that does have ruching, but I haven't just made it up. It has a square back neckline. I wonder if the square back would cause some gaping. So that's something to think about. And you don't need no zippers or any buttons. You just put it on. So this is made with knits. So it might be a consideration for you for like a party dress. But it can definitely be made in something like comfortable and casual. All right, this was 8109. Let's keep moving. Okay, this is like this cool dress I haven't figured out. This is called Journey 8110. They're calling it average. Tiered pullover sheer dress with elastic necklines and raw hem. So it seems like they really made this with sheer fabrics in mind as an overlay dress. And the line drawings are cute though. Very, very cute. I'm just trying to think what kind of fabric you would make this in. Potentially lace. But that means all your seams are going to be exposed on the inside because it is sheer, not lined. You're going to have to be really thoughtful about how you finish your seams if they fray. They've used kind of like a tulle netting situation for a bit of a goth-esque look. It's a keyhole back. I think the line drawing is beautiful. And the shape of it is beautiful. It will probably work better for you if you're taller. I'm 5'2", so this tier situation will cut me off in a weird way. I do like this front bodice design where it's like a cut-in shoulder. I think that's very flattering. And the keyhole back, which means no zippers, no nothing. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a hard make. You could, I think most confident beginners could do it, no problem. The only snag would be the fabric. Um, Sheer fabrics are easy for your machine to eat into and get stuck and clumped up, so you really want to practice with sheer fabrics before you head here. But hey, who's saying you can't make this in a non-sheer fabric, right? And just finish off the hems yourself. Okay, so this is Journey. What do you think about Journey? It's very different styling for McCalls. Next, very casual, this one is Mabel 8107. They're calling it V-neck pullover knit dress with drawstring details. Again, a bit of that ruching thing going on. I find it so interesting that they're going so modern, young, like, yeah, I don't know what to call this styling vibe that they're going for. Line drawings. Again, you got to think about when you look at patterns to get them in different fabrics, and they can look completely different. So don't let the styling of whatever the company's put together scare you. It can look very different and be altered to a lot of different styles. Okay. So when I look at the line drawing, there's a lot of this I actually really like. A couple of things to note: it's a drop shoulder. Okay, if you're not into drop shoulder, stay away. I like that it's got a long sleeve option. We don't see a lot of long sleeve options, especially in summer, so this is nice. And in the knit, it should be very comfortable. I'm not against the side ruching. I'm actually kind of into it, but with the long sleeve. I'm not crazy about this shoulder tie ruche. It screams a bit too much like 70s, 80s for me. But C though, View C I could get on board with. I personally have to shorten the sleeves, I think, because they just would be too long. But it seems like a really comfortable garment to wear. I like that it's a V-neck instead of a crew neck, which just seems a bit different. You can get some really cute sweatshirting, like thinner sweatshirting, and I think this will be nice in that. And again, easy to fit. I'm pretty confident as a beginner you could do this, not a big deal. You might want to size down a little bit though, because it seems quite loose in certain parts. All right, we're on a momentum halfway through. This second half is more my personal style. So this is Lyra 8114. It's cute. Bias cut halter with backlacing. Ooh, backlacing and tie views. I don't know. Backlacing sounds hard to do. I'm just going to actually go straight through and see what it looks like. Okay, I see. All right, let's flip through the pictures first. Okay, halter variation. Bias cut means that it's cut on the diagonal. So fabric on the diagonal, even if it doesn't have stretch, will stretch a bit because of the way the fibers are. So you would be using a woven fabric, but cut on the bias. Okay. Again, very hip, like this tie thing. Okay, so let's look at the technical drawings. I'm much more into A than the other ones. The triangle handkerchief hem is very of a particular decade. But A is very cute. Like these are cute if they're your style, right? I don't think they're asking for rings here. You're probably just gonna make a little loop and then thread the ties through the loop instead of doing rings. A would be fairly easy. You just tie it up yourself. I'm actually just gonna look at what they want. Yeah, they don't ask for any hardware, so I'm fairly certain these are just loops that you make from the fabric and just tie yourself in. Yeah, fairly simple make. If you got the patience for the loops, you should be pretty good. Bias cut means that it should be very forgiving in terms of fit. I think it's pretty cute. And I misspoke. I don't think this is a halter actually. In this drawing, it looks a bit like a halter, but if you go back, I think it just, oh no, it is a halter. Ties up here. Okay, it is a halter top. There we go. Very cute, I think. Could be made for like a slightly younger crowd as well. If you got, people who are just start learning to sew and they're younger and they want to make something that's like trendy, this is very trendy. So that's Lyra. Let's go here. I think this is also very trendy. 8117, this is Heather. Heather's got a side cutout with a tie. They're calling this easy. Knit top with tie, flounce, and sleeve options. I do like that with these McCalls, they give you a lot of options for customization. So this, again, takes a very traditional idea and then adds a little bit of something different, which in here is the cutout with the bow. If you make this in a more luxe fabric, like a shot silk, or I mean, okay, they're calling it a knit top, so you could probably hack it with a zipper, maybe, and then use a woven. Because I think this in a silk or satin would be very glamorous for an evening look. But they do call for something a bit of stretch because I'm thinking there's probably no zippers or buttons or anything. Like this would be cute just as a casual top, the wrap over. Yeah, so this is the one with the side. Okay, looks like they used a scuba or lycra. All right, let's go to our flat drawings. Yeah, I do think this is cute. I wouldn't personally do it in a knit, I don't think. The one shoulder is interesting if you're into the one shoulder. You don't see that there often. Big ties. I'm actually kind of into VC. Yeah, VC speaks to me. The ties, not quite so much, but you might like this one. This is Heather from McCalls. Whoop. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is Portia. 8113, tops with peplum and sleeve variation. They're calling this easy again. This probably would be easy-ish. There's no zippers or too much going on. So it just depends on how easy your fabric is to work with. Again, puff sleeve options. It really looks like the peplum is back. They're doing a lot of waist area embellishments, a lot of peplum detailing. The sleeves are kind of cute though. And they've sewed out the sample in a sheer. So sheer seems to be back. Ooh, it's a very dramatic peplum skirt. So I would even call it a high-low skirt, but not long enough for you to go pantless, is what I'm saying. Oh, does it have a zip at the back? We'll have to check it out. Okay, let's check out the line art. Yeah, so okay. I take that back. I would not call this an easy. I would call this an average because it looks like you have to insert a invisible zip. And unless you've had a lot of practice, it's not something you just get on with so easily. I don't think anyways. So, these views, A has like ruching on the sleeve, interesting, and the puff shoulders. I think B is probably the most wearable. I would say, you can definitely maybe trim the peplum so it's a little less dramatic if you want to. But I do like the extended longer sleeve with the frill. You do want to make sure if you're larger chested that either you extend the sleeve even a little longer to a 3/4, or just be wary because adding frills to that bust line area can make you just look really top heavy. It's got just two simple bust starts. C is the one that's really dramatic. This could actually even go a bit bridal, I think, right? C could totally be bridal. I like the idea of C, not for myself, I like the idea of C with a fitted knit shorter skirt on the bottom, like a pencil skirt, and then something sheer. I could get on with that, but there we go. This is Portia. Next. Okay, Sky 8106. Bias slip dress with cowl neckline with or without drawstring details. Drawstring is back, so I'm picking up a few key things they're focusing around for spring. Drawstring, like casual loungewear-ish. A lot of 90s elements in here. The cowl neck, that one shoulder. Even the drawstring is a little bit like early 2000s-ish kind of a deal. So interesting. Like this whole look could read completely like Victoria's Secret 1990s, right? Like late 90s, early 2000s. Very much so. Oh, this one is cute though. Really cute. Okay, they chose some like interesting tie-dye. They're really into tie-dye this season. All right, so the side ruches back. It's very similar to one of the other skirts. Again, the term bias slip dress means, you know, it's got a bit of stretch, but uses a woven fabric because you're cutting on the bias. This might be easier to work with if you're not super confident with knits. Use a woven, but cut it on the bias. With or without that side ruche, up to you. I think C on its own could just be really cute. Doesn't look like they're asking for no zips, no nothing. So pull over your head and you're good to go. I wonder what kind of fabric they recommend. Yeah, they recommend woven fabric. Charmeuse, crepe, crepe de chine, and challis. So again, if you want something that's like a slip dress with a bit more coverage, with the straps and the cowl neckline, I think C will be perfect. A lot of slip dresses are spaghetti straps, and maybe that's not something you're comfortable with. So this is an option. It will give you that similar look, especially in charmeuse or crepe de chine. So not 100% my style, but not against this either. So this is Sky. Okay, down to, well, we're almost at the end. I feel like this is going to be a very long video. I can't actually tell how long I've been filming, but hopefully it's okay. Raven 8108, very cute. Very cute. Okay, Empire seam gathered dress with various lengths, neckline, and straps. Square neckline, very in. Empire waist or umpire waist, be wary if you're larger chested. Really nice if you're slightly smaller chested or average. That's cute. Could be cute for a prom dress, like a girl's like sweet 16, like a more like modest and sweet 16. You know, this whole look is very cute. I am into this. I'm not personally. I wouldn't do the puff sleeves around the bust, so close to the bust. It's just a lot. Looks like there's a zip at the back to get in or out, so they're not doing elastic. So a lot of the dresses previously may have seen would have elastic all the way through the front and the back, so you can just pull it on off like a beach dress. This has a zip, which seems like the bodice will be much more fitted because you can just zip yourself in, right? Okay. It's interesting. I'm not against this. Could read a little bit prom if you want to do like a prom dress in this. Could read super casual if you do it in just like cotton lawn or simple cotton with a print. Would be cute for summer. Nice and airy. As long as you're okay with the bust being a bit more fitted. Again, square neckline, very trendy, very in at the moment. So this is Raven. Let's go. Okay, this is the one that when we were scrolling really caught my eye. This is Dawn. Oh, Dawn is cute. Umpire waist, button front dress with length, dolman sleeve variations, and flounce details. Okay, a few keywords. Flounce. You know I was into the flounce with the other one. Dolman sleeves, which means no setting of a sleeve. Hey. Button front. If you've got to be on board with the buttons though. Like this is a type of empire waist I could probably get away with more because of the curve. It's a bit more slimming and doesn't just make you look like you have a lot of horizontal boob. Could definitely be very casual. I think if you add the flounce, oh, the flounce on the sleeves is so cute. That's cute. This might be the first one that I'm gonna actually put on my list, guys. Definitely into view A. That's the one the model was wearing. It's got the flounce on the sleeve. It's got the flounce on the back, on the bottom. My only concern would be you got to make sure when you're sewing, because the flounce is a separate piece, to make sure that you really like line things up and it's, you know, looks nice. The placket, I hope and I think, is put on after you've attached the flounce. So this whole button placket, yeah, I think it's put on after. There is I don't know why there is a center back seam. Could you not just cut it out of one piece of fabric? Not sure. Low gathering in the back, so it's not super tight across the back. Again, dolman sleeve, so when you set in a sleeve, I like the sleeve flounce. This is different than when you do a ruffle. A ruffle tends to be very stiff. This flounce just reads a bit more floaty and feminine. Even if you have a larger chest, you should be just fine. Again, they're doing this curved under bust detailing, which I think might be good. I've never tried it before. B reads very like Rachel McAdams, 1940s. The Notebook. Side note, I've never watched The Notebook, but that era, a little bit vintage. Yeah, cute. I would put this on my list. This is going on the list. I don't think there would be a whole lot of trouble. I just need to get confident and comfortable with doing that many buttons. I'm currently working on a project that has a lot of buttons, so maybe this is a sign. Again, that was Dawn, super cute. Okay, this is one that also was like, oh, this is Meadow. Oh, Meadow is gorgeous. Okay, tie back. Can you see how excited I just got? Tie back full wrap dress with length and hem variations. Okay. Again, loving that McCalls gives you a lot of options for customization. They're labeling this easy. Well, let's see. Are you going to make me do a zip? Yes, you are. Okay, so that's one reservation I have right away. Zips. But it's gorgeous. So the design, very feminine, beautiful. It looks like it's a wrap. Yeah, it's got a front piece that's a wrap. I hope this is stitched on so you're not like, woo, in the wind or anything. Hopefully. Yeah, it's very interesting. Tie back. Okay. Okay, let's look at the technical drawings. So it's a wrap in two senses. It's a wrap because the bodice is a wrap, and then the bottom of the skirt is also a wrap. But this wrap and this wrap seems disconnected. Like they're both fine, but they don't read like they're purposefully put together. That's just one little thing that bothers me. I think overall it's gorgeous. If you can deal with the invisible zip, you'll be fine. I don't actually think this ties all the way. I feel like it's sewn in, and then this back portion also is sewn into the side seam. So, but it pretends to be wrapped all the way around. Is there a side view for this? No, it's hard to tell. But I feel strongly that it's sewn in and not wrapped all the way around. Yeah, very pretty though. This is on the maybe list for me. I'm pretty sure they're going to ask for woven fabrics. Yeah, crepes, cotton blends. You can do it in a stable knit. And it's lined. It's lined. Okay. Interesting. Meadow by McCalls. Okay, let's get a move on. I feel like this video is already very long. Let me know if you like these longer videos or if you want them shorter and I can talk less. This is Daisy, 8103. Ooh, this one has cup sizes. Important. Okay. Like I mentioned, patterns are often drafted on a standard fit model, whatever they consider to be standard. And bust sizes, I think nowadays is probably more of a B or C. And if you're bigger or smaller than that, you need some bust adjustments, depending on the style of the garment. Sometimes they do sewing patterns with cup sizes. So there's different pattern pieces already cut out and adjusted by the professionals, and you don't have to do your own. So on that alone, I actually might put this on my list. So this is Daisy, dress with skirt variation, cup sizes, and flounce. Notice the word flounce coming back again? Flounce. So, ooh, very beautiful shaping details. I'm not expecting this. It's a front bodice piece, sweetheart neckline, in a way. It's got front bust darts, slanted bust darts. It's got a stomach panel, if you will, and then it's got a bottom like pencil skirt, but also with hip darts. That is very nice. Oh, I'm into that one. Okay. Another option is a bit more flowy. Okay. I guess the third option is with the flounce at the waist, because that's what the model seems to be wearing. Yeah, okay. So right away, view C reads as an older pattern that was in collaboration with Anna Sui that came out. If you guys do eBay a lot, you might have seen it. It's very popular. I think it was Vogue and Anna Sui. Maybe it was Vogue, probably. One of the big four. Gorgeous. I think the style lines are gorgeous. I think the shaping, I'm so smitten with View A. I think this has to go on the list just because of View A. If you make it in a cotton sateen, it's got a bit of stretch but is still a woven, and if you can get on with the invisible zip at the back, I think this would be beautiful. Really classy, really chic. If you work in the office, all the way. If you're just so good, like wearing this casual, do it. I think it's gorgeous. B and C are a bit more casual, a bit more flirty. Personally, I would recommend doing A in a print. B could probably also take a print. C, I would recommend doing in a solid, so you can really see the different elements of the dress with the peplum and the flounce. Doing it also in a print might be just too busy and you lose the intricacies of the details in the print. Just personal opinion though. Nice. Very nice. I do often talk about, because I'm petite, 5'2", rounded up. A lot of times length is a problem, and sometimes McCalls would do petites, but not always. In the case of something with straps, I would just pull up the straps, and for the most part, I can get away with not doing much else. Certain styles, I will have to think about altering other parts if it drops too low. Like for example, I shorten the hemline. It's nice when patterns are made for petite, so I don't have to do all this fidgeting, but most of the time they don't. But A is gorgeous. Going on my list, Daisy from McCalls. Very nice. Okay, this, if you want something more tailored, this has no name, but it's number 8122. Melissa Watson Designs. Okay, Melissa Watson, she's worked quite often with the McCalls brand. It does some designs for them. I recognize the name. This is interesting for summer though. Ooh, okay. A little bit military. This is different, like a vest, but could be a vest dress, possibly. Lined tailored vest jacket or dress with flap pockets. I'm not sure about these like pockets right up here. I'm pretty sure they're faux pockets, and the ones at the hips are real pockets. It's different, so I like that. It's not my personal style, which is perfectly fine. The recommended wool blends: wool flannel, gabardine. That took a while. Gabardine, wool crepe. It is lined. Shoulder pads, okay. I think this is just a particular look. You got to be into this look. But if you like tailoring, this might be for you. Maybe like a khaki. Ooh, a khaki. See, I like navy, so this whole navy thing really speaks to me. Yeah, it's nice. I don't have a whole lot to say. It's not something I'm super familiar with, but I will say advanced is correct. Probably not for someone starting out. Okay, back to something more casual. We're almost at the end. Stay with me. Bluebell, H120. This is voted as easy. Tie front flounce. Flounce again, jacket with sleeve variations. So the sleeve variations are really just varieties of flounce and sleeve length. This is cute. This is very casual, like boho or like pretty. You could wear a simple dress and do this in something more fun as a topper, kind of like how they've done it here actually. It's a tie front. Okay. Did I miss one? Yes. Oh, you could do it a bit more dramatic, which might be a good thing. Like I could even kind of see someone like my mom's age wearing this, the longer version, just so there's coverage. I don't know how she would feel about the boob tie, but I think this can transcend, like it immediately it reads very young, but I think depending on the fabric choice, it could go a slightly more um mature, like not in a bad way, but you know what I mean. Those who want something a bit more coverage. C would be nice for that, and it wouldn't be super hard to sew. You could just tie up the front. Yeah, they're rating this as easy. I bet you can hear that. That's the ambulance. All right, second to last, Marlowe. Marlowe is a jumpsuit. Paperback elastic waist sarong, cargo shorts with belt and pants. That seems like a really complex description. So I think this is probably a jumpsuit by the looks of it. They really place with the stripes in the sample. There's the drawstring leg option again. They're really pushing this drawstring. I bet there's a back zip. Like this view, with this color and fabric choice that they've illustrated, looks very chic. Thicker belt, love that. Tie up sleeves, love that. I can't deal with long sleeves when I'm doing stuff. Simple crew neckline. Yeah, back zip. You want to make sure though with something that's fitted that the back doesn't have a lot of fabric puffing out. Nice. Okay, really nice pattern. Not sure if it's for me, but I like it. I think loads of people are going to jump on this one though. Jumpsuits are just big. Right now, B is super sleek and clean. A lot of fabric options. C is my personal favorite with the belt detailing and the ruched sleeves. Like total boss lady. Very cool. Very, very cool. I wonder if it's lined. Is not lined. Okay. But you could easily line the bodice at least, just the top part. They're calling for mostly wovens, or you can use a stable knit, invisible zipper at the back. Yeah, this is cool. I think loads of people, like I said, are going to jump on Marlowe. Okay, last one, made to the end. This is a word I can't pronounce. I know it's a tree, but I can't. Sequoia? Someone help me down below, please, and thank you. All right, H118, pants. Paper bag, elastic waist, sarong cargo. This is the same description as the last one. Okay, McCalls, whoever is putting this up, the last one is the wrong written description because that description is for this because I was saying it didn't read right. So this is the right description for this. Paper bag waist, very hip right now. Looking at it straight away, love this whole look. Love it in a skirt. Super cute. I would forego the shorts, just not my thing, especially not in vinyl pleather. But hey. Interesting. Okay, they're calling this easy. I would probably agree. Elastic waist pants all the way. You just want to make sure when you're choosing fabric, what are they recommending for fabric? Crepe, faux leather, poplin, cotton blends. I would skip the faux leather. I really would. B and C are lined. So what is B and C? B and C. So these two versions are lined. I wonder why the shorts are lined. That's interesting. I can understand the skirt being lined. Personally, A and C, right away, faves. And put this on my list. Might take away the back butt pockets. Sometimes they can look kind of weird. A is so cute. I'm so into this. I like that they give you a short option for shorts if you prefer shorts. I think loads of people would do this in linen. I would do it in a twill. Absolutely. A printed twill. Maybe a linen. Or just cotton. Like a 7-berry cotton. Yes. That would be so nice. Elastic waist all the way. Like I said, with elastic waist, you want something that you can control the thickness of the fabric, because once you start ruching it in at the waist, the fabric gets really thick, right? Like you don't want a whole lot of extra bulk around your waist. So that's the only thing I would look out for. So if you're using faux leather, it might just get really thick around that area. Just a thought. Yeah, 8118, absolutely on my list. Very cute. All right. So, my friends, this is where we end. I'm gonna check how long this video is. Might be super long, sorry. Let me know if you want to see stuff like this in the future when other collections come out. Again, this is like part for my personal benefit, but also just to like gush to somebody about sewing patterns and what we might make. And if you are a beginner, I think this is helpful to hear someone talk through the different elements and what might be of concern and easy to make, slightly harder to make. Again, I really consider myself more of a confident beginner, maybe just edging into intermediate. So if you're in the same boat that I am, this might have been helpful for you. If not, at least maybe it was entertaining, and I'm glad to have spent some weekend time with you this week. So until next time, take awesome care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.